It me reporting whatever the fuck I want.
You don't own me.
Whatever.
You should be scared.
It's tea time.
There has been an alarming amount of young female school teachers who have been caught having schmacks with their students lately. So today we're going to cover a few of those weirdos. First, we have Mary Joe Gordo out of Florida, who was caught making 28 sex tapes with her former 8th grade student. The juvenile's mom handed over his phone to the FBI. The student told the FBI detective that they had been in a relationship over the course of the summer. So this wasn't even when they were in school. This was over the summer break. They had engaged in activities inside of her car and at nearby hotels. So the thing about this headline is that they make it sound like he was in 8th grade at the time. That wasn't the case. He was her 8th grade student in 2019. So now he is about 16 years old. Still not legally an adult, and the age of consent in Florida is 18, which is kind of shocking because it's Florida, but it's not even legal in Florida. The complaint also says that she was his religious ambassador, and I don't know what a religious ambassador is. I tried to look that up. If anybody knows, can you put it in the comments? Is it like a Sunday school teacher, or I don't know. Either way, the plot thickened because you're bringing religion into this now. Well, the FBI is on it, and she's in jail now. The next young female school teacher who got caught having sex with her student is Haley Clifton Carmack, who is a math teacher out of Missouri. She had sex with her student using other students as lookouts. So this happened on school grounds. And she had other students act as lookouts so that they could alert them if other administrators were coming down the hall or something. What were they supposed to do? Be like, like what? What were they supposed to do? Anyways, word obviously got around. These are kids in high school. They're going to talk. And she fled to the state of Texas, where she was arrested. The student was 16 years old, whereas in Missouri, the age of consent is 17. I don't like that at all. We could get into a big debate about age of consent and all sorts of stuff, but that's a whole other video. 16 is still a child. Okay? And she's the math teacher. She knows this is wrong. And this is on school grounds. Like, what is possessing people to do this? The next young female school teacher who got caught having sex with her student is Gabriella Neufeld out of North Carolina. But this student was 18 years old, which is a legal adult in every single state in the United States. I'm pretty sure 18 is the legal age of an adult everywhere in the world. So it wasn't an issue of consent or age at this point. It was an issue of the fact that he was still in high school, and you don't your high school students. She was arrested as well. Then there's another young female teacher who was arrested in South Carolina. And this was all recently, within the past few months, all of these women were caught and arrested. Okay? So this teacher out of South Carolina, Reagan Anderson, had sex with her student who was 17 years old. She was pressuring him to send her nude photos. She was exchanging her own nude photos with him. The age of consent in South Carolina is 16. Again, still a debatable issue. That is a whole other video. But because this student was 17 years old, she cannot technically be on a predator list. She just can't. She's not a child predator at this point because he was 17, which is the age of consent. I'm not really sure what else they could get her for with this, but they did arrest her for sexual battery. You still can't your high school student. Okay? Here she is with her husband and 2 kids, and she worked in a Christian school. So yeah, add a layer of that icing on top of this delightful cake. Here is a very beautiful woman who seemingly has her entire life together from the outside looking in. And she's capable of this. They're high school students. It's like, really? All of these women are young and beautiful, and we know predators can be anybody. But it is shocking when there are young, beautiful women who seemingly have their life completely together, and they're doing this. It could be anybody. Watch your kids, y'all. You never know. They might think you're being dramatic, but they'll understand why you were that way when they grow up. Here's something that I want to point out about these women. Let's start with Mary Jo Gordo, our first woman, okay? So if there are videos that they found 13 minutes long with all of this on it, if you read the screen, you will see all the things that were on these videos. That means that not only did this woman R-word a child and is a predator, but she allowed the child to film it while it was happening and keep it on his phone. She allowed a child to have CP with her face on it and keep it on his phone. Look, take the worst child predator out there. They should not be allowed on earth with us. They need to go immediately. Yes, I agree. Okay, that person makes a video. They will keep that video to themselves, or they will share it with other people who do CP, like CP, whatever, unfortunately. They don't give the video to the child. That detail that she allowed him to keep the video is such an off-tune thing, if anything else can be off-tune about this story. It's just such a bizarre detail. Then there's Haley, who set up other kids as a lookout for her. This was something that she was acting as if she was also the same age as these students, and they were just having a grand old time in the band room closet. If you know anything about band kids, you know that's a thing. They do weird stuff in the closets of the band room, okay? But she's acting like she's their age, and they're all in this as a team, and it's like fun and games for them. Which begs the question, do these women really think that they are in a relationship with these children? What's going on up there? I don't know, but it's truly bizarre, and there are way too many of these women coming out recently for me not to say something about it or report on it. That's 4 women just in a few months. It's such an odd trend lately, and I don't know if it's been ongoing or if it's just that now it's making the news and they've just recently been caught more. I don't know, but it's definitely something. And it's ringing a lot differently than when we see on average the men doing something, because the men do it in such a different way. And I don't know. It's just, the details are weird. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm sure somebody else out there has a little bit more detail or insight on what the heck is going on than I can even imagine right now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye.